That's like a happy vibe. That's like an upbeat vibe.
It's the love and relationships, yo.
I'm feeling it already. I'm feeling the love in the room.
Yeah, you gotta feel the love.
Put the readers
on. Hey, everybody!
Hey, hi. How are you? Hi, Evelyn. You guys, thank you for joining us tonight. We're just getting started, and happy Friday.
What's up, good people? It's your boy, Eric Taylor, Bigeastrology, back with episode 141, Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast, back with my amazing guest and friend, Miss Elana from SearchlightTarot. How are you this evening, my friend?
I'm fine, my friend. How are you?
I am so blessed, so excited. We have got a wonderful episode for you guys, talking about love and relationships from two different perspectives, from the tarot side and the astrology side. So let me just set the astro weather for you guys. We got a Gemini moon. Right now, as we start the show, we have a Scorpio ascendant, right? Okay. And you know, hot girl summer, Venus and Mars are currently in Leo. So we'll be talking about all the elements, looking at love and relationships from both perspectives and answering your relationship and love questions. Okay. So let's jump into it by first starting off with Miss Elana. How do we, okay, so Venus is in Leo, right? From now all the way to October 5th. It goes retrograde from July 22nd until September 3rd, right? So you guys out there, not a good time to start a new relationship during a retrograde, right? You heard us mention that at the end of our last collabo, March 31st, but that's why we really wanted to give you some tarot and astrological insight, because this is an important energy, you know, so you can remedy that by getting, you know, even if you have an August wedding plan, you can, you know, do nuptials before July 22nd, just to set the peace, or even after September 3rd.
Can I cut in here?
Yes, go.
You know, I have been following retrograde since I was a child because I was taught them. But, you know, the one thing in retrograde, really the main thing in a retrograde is nothing major. But if you are just meeting somebody and it's just flourishing, go slow. Let it flourish naturally. Don't push it, because when you push something in a retrograde, it's going to come back and bite your ass like a boomerang.
And you could have some old hot flames and passion texting you late at night, like, "Hey, how you doing, girl?
All these people are like,
I miss you, baby."
I heard from Jimmy Bob last night. Now listen, it's okay, you guys. It's okay to love during the Mercury retrograde. Just go slow.
Yeah. No, definitely go slow. Yes. So I want to find out from you, right, as people come in, and welcome you guys, and we'll get to the chat. But what are the cards? Because, you know, I don't know tarot. What are the cards and the energies that can indicate or show us through tarot love and relationships?
Water. So when I do a reading, and I don't really favor love readings, I do them. I've done a lot of personals in my day, and most of them are love, and I get it. I've been there. I've had a hell of a journey through love. But, you know, water, hearts, cups. So whenever you see a lot of cup energy, there's a lot of love energy. But when you see a lot of fire energy, there's a lot of passion between these two souls.
Can you show me the card? Because I don't even know. So when you say cups, is it like a certain number, or is it representing?
No. Okay. You go from an Ace of Cups to the King of Cups, which is the King of Love, commitment.
Oh.
The Ace of Cups is new love. The Two of Cups is a union with love. And then we start to have the issues as we go down the road.
Oh, so could you see like?
Okay, let's take everybody's favorite card. One of my favorite cards, the Five of Cups. This is Scorpio energy.
Okay.
This is an energy that actually, it's a sad energy. It's somebody who's always dwelling on what went wrong, instead of realizing that there's two cups behind them that want to be filled, but they're always in this old past energy. I call it the junkyard of emotion. It's my terminology on it. I feel that when we get down there, we've all been there. If there's a person on here that says, I haven't been there, well, yeah, if you haven't lived life, everybody's been here, whether it's with friends, family, lovers. But that's a card of just trying to claw your way out, you know, and that's the 5. So when you get to the 5, we have the 4 before that. Stubborn energy. It's something or someone who just is resistant to offering love. And then the Five of Cups is after that. I think it's because they've been hurt so many times. They're doing it out of stubborn pride.
Okay.
You don't want me to get going, huh? You don't want me to keep going, do you? Because I can hear. Then we got the Six of Cups, everybody's favorite card.
Okay. No. So that's an interesting point. So why is that everyone's favorite card? Are you joking?
Six of Cups is a true connect. This is the person. Maybe you meet one. Lightning strikes once, maybe twice, and it's the connection that you feel like it's the shoe that fits. Like you've been searching for your Cinderella. This connection is like it could be an old soul connection.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a soulmate potentially.
Yeah, well, me and soulmates. This is definitely two people who have shared many lifetimes together. Okay. That's why it feels so familiar. Okay, it's a very rare connection. And then after that, you got the Seven of Cups, which is, here's a Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment with love. 9 cups of love. That's somebody who wishes for, which is next, the 10 of Cups, the ultimate happiness. Then you have this brand new opportunity of love. I call it the seed. I want you guys to hear what I have to say, because I already told Eric, I'm going to do my analogy on love. This is the seed of love. It's a little seed you plant in a bowl or a pot with soil. You give it a little bit of fire, a little bit of sun. You let it breathe in the air. You water it a little bit. You let it get its roots into the earth, and the flower will grow. But what happens in so many relationships is people get emotionally invested too fast or not enough. The games start lying, That's why you got to really nourish that Ace of Cups.
So besides the cups, what other cards can indicate like love or relationships?
Well, when you're doing a relationship reading, it's for relationships. Okay. So when I see a card like, let's say, Judgment with the Ace of Swords, well, that's telling me that this person is starting to evaluate things in their lives because they have a new truth, a new clarity. And right now they're in an energy, do I need to let this go? Can I rebirth something new? It's all the cards mean something different. And it's like someone who's feeling a giant weight on their back, feeling like it's too much responsibility for them to carry this.
Okay.
That's interesting. Let's see I want to see what my friends have to say, because I know you guys are sowing the seeds of love. Yes, that's right. Wild West. I'm telling you, you have to. Yes, and so true. Forget the past, embrace the rest. Wow, it's beautiful. I love that. I'm going to get a t-shirt that says that.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, I think there is a lot of love in the air with the Gemini moon and the Venus and Leo. There's a lot of passion, right? It's, we're almost at summer, and, coming up after this Gemini new moon, then we start Cancer season and the summer, summer solstice. So
love, water.
Well, let me ask you this. Can you see something that's in tarot where love, that it is like we were talking about the soulmate, but like something that's karmic or fated, or someone that is like deceiving?
As a matter of fact, what's so weird that you brought that up? I did a reading today, and I believe it was for Capricorn. It was a love crossing reading, or it was yesterday. I don't remember, but the devil and the lovers popped out together. It was like one wasn't over here and one wasn't over here. They came out together. So when I turned them over and saw the two of them, because the lovers is Gemini energy, the devil is Capricorn energy. Right. But in those cards, they show two people in each of the pictures, which is telling me that this is a very karmic connection, where somebody is going to pull and the other person's going to push, the other person's going to push, then the other person's going to pull to find a happy resolution. And these two people, these two souls have gone through this in many lifetimes because they keep meeting to work something out. Not everybody can.
Right.
And then the universe says, okay, next lifetime.
Right. And so what's fascinating when you connect that and correlate it to astrology, right? If I'm doing a relationship reading, you can look at Jupiter for a woman. Jupiter can represent the husband. Venus is the female's love language, right? How she likes to be nurtured, cared for, and loved. The 7th house is long-term relationships and marriage, right? The 8th house is the sex and intimacy. And the sign on the 8th house, you guys, can indicate.
Wait, which one was the sex and intimacy?
Sex and intimacy is the 8th house.
Oh, then shit. I must have Virgo in my 8th house.
Well,
I've been a
You're,
hermit
no, no,
for
no.
a long
You're
time.
Sag. You're Sag rising, right? So your eighth house is actually Cancer. So
Oh,
the
that
sign
okay.
in your eighth
That
house,
explains it.
right?
That
The sign in
explains
your
it.
eighth house, it
Got
can
the
indicate
crab.
people.
I got the crab around my heart.
Right. But it can indicate people that are sexually attracted to you.
Oh.
And eighth house is after the marriage, right? Now, let me tell you this. Mars is a man's sex drive. And then for women, Mars is like the boyfriends, the guys you're sexually attracted to, but they're not keepers.
Oh yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have Jupiter's wife in Greek mythology, Juno. Juno is the asteroid for long-term relationships and marriage and, committed love. So it's really fascinating. And then there's, other placements with like South Node and the Moon and Vesta.
I don't mean to talk about me, but I'm going to because of my Leo North Node.
Well,
I want to ask a question.
But a lot of Leo people can come into your life, Elena. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. A lot
of good friends that are Leos. Now, let me ask. My mother was a double Leo, but let me ask you.
Okay.
So, since I have so much Aquarius in me, it's very hard for me to get attached to people, isn't it? Because I find that a real challenge for me.
Well, yes, because people don't want to really know this, but Aquarius you guys are actually super sensitive. So that's why sometimes you like connecting with the groups and social network and collective, because the one-on-one, if you get your heart destroyed once, then you're going to be hesitant in that committed one-on-one thing again. That's what happens with Aquarius.
I don't know. I do believe you're absolutely right. And I also feel that our other placements is what saves us.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's why you have to look at the whole chart. It's the map of your life, right? It breaks down every single aspect, and each house tells a different story.
Right.
It's really, really fascinating.
You know what? I wish I knew more about astrology, but tarot and intuition and a knowing has been my whole life. So I always follow what I feel in the air. And I bet you I was one of those old school psychics from like the 16th century.
Well, listen. With all your Aquarius energy,
Gemini girl here
in the air, my friend.
What was that?
I said, with all your Aquarius energy, you're constantly in the air, but it's like you're communing and getting messages, right, from God's source energy, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't really matter what sign you are and how many placements you have. It's probably about finding balance with everything. And this is what I've learned, because I've been focused on love since I was young. Okay. And my whole life has been built around relationships. Just my chart alone will tell you that. But honestly, you have to find balance. And if you can't find balance with the person you're connecting with, then you need to realize that that person may not be the one. If they don't want to work with you to find something balanced, because everything is balanced in a relationship.
Right.
If we're talking love.
Two people coming together, bringing, their best.
Right.
And that's what's really helpful in like when I do like a synastry compatibility chart, right?
Yeah.
I had a client today who literally is engaged to like a Capricorn, and they have their Venus in Capricorn and Juno. So it's kind of great. Like and it was in
I have a question. I don't mean to cut you off, but this is a really good question. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Sarika. Can't say that for me. I have my Sun, Mercury, and Saturn in Aqua. I get attached so much, but I think it's my Taurus moon.
Of course. There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, though. That's beautiful.
Well, the Taurus moon is a beautiful energy, and it keeps you very grounded. And
Tauruses love hard when they love.
Oh, God, do they?
Dude, they do. When they fall in love, oh, boy.
They can be very possessive in love. They can be very possessive in love. So let's kind of go through the elements, right? And we're going to start off with the fire, with the Aries, Leo, and Sag. So if anybody's got any love questions about Aries, Leo, and Sag, especially with this Venus and Leo energy. So what would be in tarot an indicator of Aries?
Anything to do with fire. And the Emperor is the Emperor is their major arcana, including the Fool. But Aries is a very, very fiery, beautiful, patient energy. And I know a lot of Aries like, I'm not patient. No, you guys are patient, because you guys have your energy so focused on what it is that you see yourself conquering, achieving, that you plan a lot. You got your mind is always working on how to be the
Right.
emperor.
Well, you know what? So patient may not be the best word, but I see what you're saying, because they're brave and courageous souls. They don't want to hear no, and they can be impulsive, but they are initiators, right? It's the
Yeah,
fire
they are
sign.
born to lead.
No
Yeah,
fear. They jump in, right? Think of the ram. It goes head first.
I
And
know.
people don't know rams are actually like close to being blind. So the Aries are accident prone, and they just charge into love.
Do you guys hear
Charge,
Aries? Do you guys hear
charge
Aries
in.
charge into love? I love it.
No, but it's a pure, you know what they are too, Elena, that I love? They're a pure soul. They're very passionate and pure.
I know some Aries are very good people, hard workers too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, wait a minute. I disagree with what is that? With the possession thing with Taurus. Who said Taurus was possessed or
Well,
possessed?
not possessed. No, they can be possessive in relationships.
Oh, I
Because,
say Tauruses love hard. When they fall in
no,
love,
they do love hard.
they're
Yeah.
hard.
Scorpio is the opposite. So they're more possessive. But Taurus, let me tell you something. A Taurus can be very like, they're stubborn. It's a fixed earth sign, you guys. So
Yes, you know what? And if there's Tauruses out there who say you're not stubborn, I have to challenge you on that.
Oh God, my mother was a Taurus. Let me tell you something. I know Aries and Taurus like the back of my hand. But what
Listen.
you guys wait, but what the audience has to understand is so layered and so complex. You don't just look at the sun sign. You do look at the moon, the Mercury, the Venus, the Mars, and all the aspects that they make. You know, so when you just are talking about, oh, Taurus isn't possessive, well, it depends. If you're a Taurus sun, what house is it in?
Yeah,
it will be
all your
more
other
possessive.
placements that change everything for you. But I still, to my day, I have pretty much had a relationship with every sign of the astrological chart in my years of
Me
life.
too.
All right, I will say the Tauruses are the best partner. When they fall in love, they fall hard. They know how to spoil. They want to spoil you. They want to.
They're very loyal too.
They're very, very loyal, and they're very committed when they fall in love.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody's been cheating on you and this and that, and they're a Taurus, it's because I don't think they're committed and they're in 100%. I know a Taurus doesn't cheat unless they just don't. They're too committed.
No, they're very, very loyal. But let me tell you, they will kind of take you away sometimes from some of your family and friends.
Okay, Danielle wants to know time to start a relationship. Eric was talking about that earlier. Right now we're in a retrograde in Leo, but I think you can start.
No, it's not retrograde yet. The retrograde starts July 2nd, 22nd.
Oh, so if you're already starting,
this is a great time to start a relationship. Why not?
Plant your seeds.
Go for it.
Plant your seeds and watch them grow.
I'll tell you this. We are going to be going through a lot of retrograde energy. Pluto just went retrograde in Capricorn. June 17th, Saturn goes retrograde in Pisces.
Oh, here's a great question, E. I gotta ask. These people are just throwing them at me, but it's a good question.
Okay.
Is Virgo Venus and Virgo Venus compatible?
Oh gosh, I'd have to see the rest of the chart, but you know what the love language is for that? It's about being of service. No, being of service to each other and taking a lot of showers.
Woof.
No, Virgos like it clean. Let's keep it real. You know, you don't want to come to the bedroom smelling a little off with a Virgo. Okay, so let's keep it real. But Virgo and Venus, remember, Venus is exalted in Pisces and they're home in Taurus and Libra, so it's in its fall in Virgo. That's okay, not a death sentence. But as long as you mentally know no human is perfect, no relationship is perfect, and you don't want to be overly critical or self-critical.
Oh, two Virgos together could be that way for sure.
Yeah, then you can make it work. But, you know, that's just the Virgo Venus. You got to know the sun.
Oh, well, we got a Virgo Venus and Cancer Venus.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, see?
That's really nice.
That's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's some avocado toast right there for me, you know, but I like that. You know what it is? Because Cancer, they can be a little slow to trust.
Oh, Virgo is a freak. Okay.
Yeah, well, listen. Shh, don't tell nobody.
How about Gemini and Aries? Good combination.
Yeah, it's great immature love.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a nice relationship.
Wait, let's have it. I'm a Virgo, and wait, I dated a Virgo, and Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I dated a Virgo and I'm a Virgo. He was controlling. Oh, well, it's Virgo versus Virgo.
Well, I will say this: if it's two Virgo sun signs, it's just better for the sex.
Oh,
Virgo
oh,
for relationship, no.
Pam, I can answer that because I dealt with an Aquarius for many years. How's Aquarius with Aquarius?
Oof.
Wow, in the beginning, it's amazing. I mean, it's just like you guys are like reflections of each other.
Yeah.
But over a year's time, it becomes just a friendship. It's almost like there's no more, there has to be some type of fire element, passion.
Yeah.
You know, if you're cool with just having a really comfortable relationship where, you know, after a few years, you're like hanging out with a bud, you know.
Hang out with a bud. Hey, bud.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the passion's still there, but Aquarians and Aquarians can last a lifetime because they're both visionaries if they're on the same page and if they learn to feed the relationship together, not just one person does all the work.
And then you want to look, you know, where your Venus and Jupiter are. That will help layer the story in your moons.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's a really, you know, good.
Aquarius are freaks.
Yeah, wait. I'll say this: the Aquarius men are more freaky than the Aquarius women. I would hear stories. I would hear stories from my Aquarius guy friends, and I'd be like,
"Yeah, you're right, Eric."
Yeah, I'd be like, "Yo, no, Elena, Aquarius guys. Oh my god, like they're about some under the table action. They're kind of wild dudes."
Don't kid yourself about Aquarian women being any different.
Well, I'll say this: Aquarius women. I wouldn't say that they're okay. There's many types.
Okay, I do have some other placements so that fire could be putting something in there.
Well, yeah, but but some Aquarius women can be a little risk takers, black sheep, rebellious, and you know, and sexually. But I think in their heart of hearts, they need mental stimulation.
A lot.
They want that friend connection too. They want to,
but they still want to be treated right, and that's where they just become a friendship thing. But I don't know. I'm kind of loving these comments. So should I just keep going?
Well, let's talk. We kind of talked about the Aries. You know, let's talk about the Leo a little bit. I mean, you know, we're gonna have we have Venus and Leo now. Leos, you guys, in love, it's all here in the heart.
Yeah,
and we're talking about the high frequency, high vibration. They can be generous. They can share the spotlight, passionate. But Leos, they do want you to focus on them, especially Venus and Leo. You better tell them that they're looking good in their outfit.
You got to keep petting the kitty.
Yeah, you got.
It's like Leos need to be stroked a lot.
You got to stroke the ego.
That's why actually I think two Leos together might be all right if they both are, you know, so they can feed each other that attention and that.
Yeah, I like the Leo better with the Aquarius.
Really?
Because they're both two individuals, but then they spark each other's. You know, that's a nice opposition.
Because Aquarians are not into stroking people. That's the problem.
No, but they will be entertained by the Leo. And the Leo just wants someone to watch them do their thing.
To say the least, you're absolutely right.
You know what I mean? So they're like, but you know what? I got to tell you, right? So just so you guys know, the sign before you, right? So I'm a Virgo. So Leos, right? Virgos are to teach Leo's life lessons, and then Virgo should learn from Libra. So Aquarius, you should be teaching life lessons to the Capricorn and then learn life lessons from Pisces.
Wow. You know what? That sounds about right. I can learn a lot from Pisces.
Yeah. And so when you think about it, so I know I went through a little sweet tooth of dating Leo women, and it was no bueno. But, you know, they're great. They're great. Great. Oh, Leo women, let me say this. They give the warmest hugs, the best hugs.
Oh, that speaking from experience?
Yeah, no, seriously, Leo's. No, it's
where's Elana at? Elana.
Well, no, she's a Pisces.
I know she's a Pisces.
You know, but
let her know. Does she know you're going around Leo women?
Hugs. My wife's a good hugger, but she does have Leo in the 4th house of home, so it works.
I'm putting it right here. I was just pressing your buttons a little bit.
Yeah, no, I know.
All right, what do we got here? Okay, who else? Anybody have some good questions for me?
Any questions about a Leo love or relationship?
No, let's switch it up. How about Scorpios? Any Scorpios?
Well, no, wait. Let's finish the fire. Let's go.
You want fire? Oh, you want fire?
Sag, yes.
Aquarius.
The bachelorette sign. Sag. You want to talk about freaky?
my best friend's a Sagittarius.
Well,
I hear her stories.
yeah,
Like, did
yeah,
you read that or did you live it?
yeah.
You
No,
lived
no,
it.
no. Sag. Okay, but so secretly, Sag women are really, they won't let you know this, but they're very sensitive.
Oh, because you know why they put in that fire energy? Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter to me.
but
But I
they
know
are,
deep down
but they
inside they hurt.
do deeply
They
care. They're
hurt. They
very,
hurt.
very sweet
Yeah.
women, very passionate. The Sag men, they're very sensitive, but they are very, like, sometimes can be arrogant and domineering. And
Yeah.
they like freedom. Usually Sag men tend to get married later in life, and the Sag women.
Gemini,
That's their sign.
do you feel that Gemini and Sagittarians are like the perfect match? They are
Not
polar
perfect, but
opposites.
very, very good, but not perfect. Not perfect. But, definitely I believe in that theory that opposites do attract. The one opposition that I would say is the hardest is Aries Libra. Because sometimes
I can see that.
Libra does not have the patience.
Libras are very patient.
No, Libra doesn't have the patience for how Aries is.
Oh, right.
Aries is like too, like, kind of like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And Libra's like, but what about we? Libra's
Wait a minute, there's something out of whack here. My scales are out
Libra's
of
like
whack.
French. Oui. Parlez-vous français? Oui. So, but all the other oppositions, I find them to really connect. But,
Right.
and don't get me wrong, I know Libras and Aries that are together and it works, but it is more challenging than the other oppositions.
Lilith and Sagittarius, isn't that their love energy?
Oh, well, Lilith is, it is a primal, it is a sexual energy, but it's also your intuition, your gut instinct.
I'm coming, Jenna.
So if you got Lilith and Sag is your tribe. You want a bunch of people who pontificate, share their wisdom and philosophies, and love to explore and travel the globe.
Okay. Sagittarius and Libra, what's your viewpoint on that?
Very nice. Very nice.
There you are.
Because they both deal with the law. Libra is the scales of justice and the scales of the marketplace. And Sagittarius is the law itself. Beliefs, philosophy, wisdom, higher knowledge, and law. Yeah.
What does my black moon Lilith in Scorpio mean?
Oh, you got a sixth sense, and you are a soul merger.
Oh, I like that. A soul merger.
Scorpio is about truth, investigating the mysteries. So when you get with somebody, so people don't understand, right? Gemini and Leo are much more sexual than Scorpio. Scorpio, it's not that Scorpio is not sexual, but Scorpio, it's more possessive and it's more one-on-one. But Scorpio, it's the way that they learn somebody is by let's get butt naked. Let's learn each other. Let's not waste time.
Listen,
Right?
but I've been married to 2 Scorpios. I've only been married twice, you guys. So it's just, it's not 8 times yet. So in both Scorpios, I will tell you that they were definitely a mystery to me, I suppose. And it intrigued me even more.
Yeah.
But they didn't, this is what Scorpios do, and they do it very well. They lure you in. Like they know how to lure you in. And then when they have you, that's when they become this king of love, because until they feel they completely have you tied into them.
Yes. And that's why it's all about trust. Scorpios are attracted to purity. And Scorpios, for them to even share like a little un poquito, they need to know that they can trust you. It's like a blood oath.
I wonder, how is Scorpio and Capricorns to you? Because I'll give you my viewpoint on that. Well fit. I think it's a good fit. It's
a great fit. And they can both be very focused on the dollar bills, y'all. That's a power couple. Scorpio, Capricorn, that is a power couple, Elena.
I think it's Scorpio and a Capricorn work well. Because if you think of the Scorpio, they have the death major arcana. And then if you think of Capricorn, they're the devil. Combine them. This is like a match that can help each other through difficult times in life to help heal and grow.
Yes. Mm-hmm. No, that's a beautiful connection. Yeah. And remember, they're both feminine, right? Scorpio is a feminine fixed water sign, and Capricorn's a feminine cardinal earth sign. Okay. But and then together they can conquer the world.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful match too.
Yeah.
I am an Aquarius. No, I'm an Aquarius, Sag rising, Capricorn moon. I have what other 6 placements in Aquarius? What is it? My Lilith, my
Jupiter,
Mercury, It's all ruled by Aquarius in my chart.
Yeah, no, ton of Aquarius. Oh, I forgot you're the cat moon like me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a cat moon.
Yeah, no, that's a great listen.
Okay, we just talked about Leo and Virgo. Didn't we talk about Leo and Virgo?
Well, okay, so Leos need to learn life lessons from Virgo. And I think sometimes Virgos can't handle the Leo's wild side in the sense that Virgo wants to know, like, if we're gonna do this, are you down with me? Like,
Well, they're so structured. They're very
Yeah.
structured.
But Virgos, they can be very attracted to Leo energy. And if the Leo is well, if the Leo's ready to learn life lesson, then they can be very attracted to the Virgo.
Listen, I think one of the most charming signs out there, and it's just the energy is Leo. Whether they're good looking or not, if they're a true Leo, they'll pull up the chair for you as you walk by, or they'll open the door for you. Because,
yes.
Or women too. Women are very just like conscientious of always looking good and smiling.
Yes, no. They're very stylish.
And everybody's friend.
And they're very friendly, stylish. It's connected to the heart chakra.
I know.
The fifth house, the lion.
Yeah.
Right? They're very regal. They have a je ne sais quoi.
I know. Cancer and Sagittarius. I think that could be a good match. I think they're all good matches, but Sagittarians are fire, and they're the wild pony.
And the Cancers
are all about.
So this is actually a challenging match because
that is
freedom and wants to explore.
Yeah.
And Cancer's more about safety, security, and home. Now, one thing about Cancers that people don't really understand, Cancer is very, very funny. So a Cancer and Sag, they connect on the humor because Sag is jovial, expansion, storytellers. And Cancers have great sense of humor. So that's their connection.
That could be a beautiful match, actually.
Yeah, beautiful with the humor.
I love it.
But listen, if one of them's not funny, then you got to bounce.
All right. Gemini and Aquarius is fiery as well. Well, that's a duo of the wits because Aquarian's the fixed air sign. So Gemini and Aquarius are quick. Yeah. They're like, I worked with so many Geminis and they were going back and forth with me. We would just go one-on-one all night long.
No, it's a brilliant conversation.
Right.
But I think sometimes the Gemini Aquarius, the only thing is it's like, who's leading? You know what I mean?
Well, the Aquarius,
who's leading and who's going to stop talking? So
Aquarius is the fixed air sign. We're leading. Don't you know that?
Oh, I know Aquarius. You guys, you're tough cookies. But I'm going to tell you something. One thing that's fascinating that now people don't know about this, Aquarius and Virgo have actually a deep connection because they're the only two humans in the chart. Libra's the scales and everybody else are animals. You and I are the only two human beings.
Whoa. I'm the water bearer.
I know. You're the old sage man. And Virgo is the woman bringing the wheat and the medicine. So that's what I'm saying. They're the only two humans in the chart. So one thing that you guys may know, if any of you out there have been in that situation, Virgo Aquarius actually very much so connect, especially mentally.
Yes, no, you're right.
They have good relationships. The only problem is they can create a bubble where they isolate themselves from the rest of the world.
I know.
It's like Virgo and Aquarius versus the whole globe. So you got to be careful of that. I mean, I experienced that with a couple of Aquarius girlfriends, but the mental stimulation, it was great.
All right, you guys. Let's see. Virgo married to a Gemini for 37 years.
Oh, Virgo Gemini. I love that. That's nice. Congratulations.
Oh, I like this. So what you're saying is if Leo wants to F around and find out, date a Virgo, I don't think that's what anybody's saying, Bobby. I don't know. I don't. No. Anybody who is not in a committed relationship or in a committed relationship, if they wander off stream, it's only going to lead to complications unless they find their way back to the stream. And
but also you guys, listen, we're talking about vibrating from love and relationships, not cheating and backstabbing. That's all low frequency.
And I don't even do that kind of stuff, guys.
It doesn't serve you. And let me tell you something. If your love life is dealing with confusion and deception, it's going to spill over to other aspects of your life. You don't want that.
Oh,
you really don't.
Okay. What about Aquarius and Aquarius? We already talked about. It's a great match as long as you guys can keep it alive with adventure. And then tell me
Somebody
about
needs to be looking
Aquarius.
around.
What is an Aquarius midheaven?
The Aquarius midheaven is how they vibrate in public for their public image, career, legacy, how their reputation. So these are people who could be into science, astrology, technology,
Fighting
esoteric
for a
knowledge,
cause, integrity.
computers, people
you meant
who are vanguards, they're visionaries, they're rebels.
Oh, I like that.
A lot of IT people have Aquarius midheaven.
Wow.
Logistics, philanthropic,
so interesting.
nonprofits, yeah.
There's so much to astrology, and I have, I don't.
Oh, it is
amazing. Interesting. I just said that, and David Guerrero said it at the exact same time I did. Oh, that's
all right. So, honey, we're leaving the fire element. Now let's go second house, Taurus, the earth element.
Love
Taurus, Earth. Virgo, Capricorn.
My beautiful earth signs.
What's
you guys are all beautiful.
What's the card for the earth and like the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn?
Oh, you know what?
I know Capricorn's the devil.
Okay, I know I brought this up, and here's Capricorns. Right. I know you guys are going to be like, oh my God, really? But you guys, if some of you know who Liberace is, I watched it. He's a very old school, but he was a master pianist, very entertaining. Yeah. And he, but he was old Taurus. And when I looked at his home and he was going through his home, it was all these beautiful things. And he was the king of success. He knew how to get a crowd.
Yeah. Taurus, they love jewelry and gems and crystals and
beautiful things on their arm.
Oh, and they love fabrics and luxury and things that smell good.
Love them.
Taurus is the five senses, you guys, right?
And they're the fixed earth sign.
Exactly. So what's the card for Taurus in tarot?
It's the Hierophant.
Oh.
This is their minor arcana, which is the king of money.
Okay.
All those pentacles, it's the king sitting around his stuff.
And Taurus is about the money. They know how to make it.
Nobody of you
they know how to make it, spend it,
he's sitting
and
around
save
his stuff. He's got a lot of stuff. Our king knows how to get it. And this is their major arcana. This is the Hierophant. This is a card of commitment. And this is the card of tradition. Yes, a very slow energy about getting to the top to a commitment. Very loyal energy, the Hierophant.
Yes,
Taurus. Yeah. There you go. There's Taurus.
I like that. And that makes sense because they are definitely about their stuff, material items, and they bring things into reality, the fixed earth. And that's why the moon, you guys, is exalted in Taurus, because the moon is the closest thing to Earth, right? In astronomy, it's a luminary. In astrology, it's a planet. And that's why the moon is exalted in Taurus. It actually likes being in Taurus better than Cancer.
Don't tell Cancers.
Listen, you better leave the Cancers alone.
Emphas just asked Taurus and Cancer. I would think that would be a good match.
Oh, it's a beautiful match.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. So, okay, so let's go to me. What's the card for the Virgos? And
here you go. Are you ready, Eric?
Yep.
The
Hermit
soul, the Hermit. Or Hermit.
It doesn't sound sexy.
Oh, Eric.
It doesn't sound sexy at all. What's up with tarot? Why is tarot doing Virgos
that
dirty?
Tortured soul. I'll tell you, the Hermit can stay gone for a long time, doing a lot of introspection about its life.
Yeah.
But it's a very evolved energy, meaning that we all have to go into reflection to wonder what's wrong, what's not right, finding our answers. We all have the answers inside our soul. Literally, the light this Hermit to me is holding up is its soul, because our souls are clean. The spirit are the ones that are roaming the human body. That's when all the ego and desires.
That's a gift of Virgo. And this
it's a beautiful card. But
this is why I tell you guys here all the time.
We got a long time though.
Well, but listen. Virgo is the best personal assistant that anyone could ever have, because Virgos, when they analyze and assess things, it's without emotion.
It's a computer. Like their minds, they can do like 27 things at one time. And then they're just like the working ant. Oh my God, I love Virgos. They're the best people to be around in a job. If they're good, high evolved Virgos. Don't start telling me about the people you work with that are nightmares.
Well, let me tell you, the low vibration of Virgos,
they
could rob you blind and you wouldn't even know it.
Oh, any sign though, in all honesty.
Yeah, but no, not the way a Virgo can
manipulate.
Yes, low vibration. I've seen it. I mean, I think I'm not that way at all, but I've seen low vibrational Virgos, and they can.
Well, I've seen low vibrational Aquarians, and they're just a bunch of liars and thieves. And they manipulate really well, and they're just all me.
And they're brilliant at it, right? No, that's true.
So every sign, like you said,
every sign, you guys, has the high vibration and the low.
This is the high vibrational Virgo. This is the low, upside down. Someone who doesn't do any introspection of their soul.
Yeah. And let me tell you, introspection can really help you. This is, I love doing this with my clients, healing the inner child, right? Through your Chiron wound. It's really important. And Virgos, they're good at the introspection. Virgos have to learn to retire from negative self-talk and stop being self-critical, though.
Do you hear that, Virgos?
Yeah.
What about Virgos and Taurus?
Great match.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
If they work on it together.
That's a trine, the easy flow of energy. And Virgos and Taurus, they both look at things in similar ways, but the Taurus is more stubborn, where the Virgo is more like flexible and adaptable. So they balance.
They blend.
Yeah, they blend.
Virgo and Cancer.
That's good.
Wait a minute.
Okay, are you showing a bias here? Is that what I'm sensing? Listen, Cancers, I'm here to defend you tonight. I love you, Cancers. One of my favorite aunts was a Cancer.
All right, I'm going to express how I feel about my beautiful Cancers. Now, I've given many readings to Cancers, and I love you, Cancers. But there's a but. All signs have a but. I have a but too. I'm very detached. I don't get too close to anybody. That's my but.
Yeah.
The Cancers, you guys love so hard, and you feel so much, and your intuition is screaming at you, but you get in your chariot, and then I feel like you maneuver a little bit to the left until you can figure out, is it okay for me to come in? You guys have a very hard time letting somebody in with your heart. And I have done more love readings of people dealing with Cancers than.
What does the crab do, Elana? What's the crab do? The crab moves sideways.
I know.
And
it's always sideways, and they're ruled by the moon.
Slow to trust people, so they're kind of keeping one eye this way, one eye that way, and they're putting you on peep.
I know.
And you're right. They have to learn to put their guard down and soften up their shell, but they have the hard outer shell because they're very sensitive on the inside.
I get it. But they are ruled by intuition as well. They're very intuitive, and
they have a deep inner knowing, Elana.
To trust it.
Yes, they have to learn to trust it. Yes.
All right, let's go on to Capricorn.
So, well, let's finish the Capricorn. So it's the Devil card, but okay. So I know the high vibration.
Capricorn.
No, I love Caps. I mean, that's our moon, so we gotta love ourselves. Cap moons are great, but so the high vibration Capricorn, right, is definitely status, achievement, hard work.
Oh my God, they're the CEO of the corporations.
Yeah.
They are this is their energy of. You guys have worked and changed yourself to a position and knew you were going to get to the top. You are the GOAT, and you get there.
And they put in the work. They're not afraid of hard work.
They don't stop. They will not stop.
So show me, though, is it just the upside down of the Devil card? But what's
this is
low
the Devil
vibrational energy of the Capricorn?
Okay. This is the cross they bear. We all have our major arcanas is our mission.
Okay.
This is about realizing the things in your life that you've never been chained to, Capricorns. This is things that have lured you in the wrong way. This is something that you came in to be a Capricorn because there were certain lessons your soul had to learn. Your human body spirit is where we're at right now, but your soul is a child inside of you learning as you go through life. You decided before you came into this incarnation, I need to be a Capricorn. I need to experience the Devil card. We've all been through every cycle of life as we develop.
We choose, you choose your parents. You choose this Capricorn experience, and it's
or Aquarius, any of them.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying for the Capricorns, but yeah, definitely
this and Scorpio to me, and Virgo's up there. I say this is my third, but the Devil and Scorpio cards, that's a heavy cross to bear. So when you're a Scorpio and a Capricorn moon rising and Scorpio moon, my sister she's had a lot of struggles with things in her life, and she had to learn to transform. I saw her go through these struggles. It was rough.
Well, wait, as you're talking about this, you just mentioned basically me. I'm the Virgo sun, Cap moon, and Scorpio rising.
I'm sorry.
Okay. It's good. But you guys, this is what makes me, honestly, a great astrologer and the astrologer for you, because I'm going to research and investigate and probe to get to the truth to analyze and intuitively break down your chart for you.
That is so funny because these two cards, I just cut the deck and they flew out, and it's the Tower with the Four of Wands. So it's like, this is when you were talking about what you do. This is like you tear down faulty structures. You tear down a piece of them that was built on false beliefs or nothing that, and you tear it down so all new gateways can open to see a new way of life. That's beautiful.
That is really powerful, because that's what I want. I want everyone to be the best version of themselves, for real. Because you guys got to understand, God has given each and every one of us magical gifts, and you just sometimes need a little assistance in learning and identifying them. You know what I mean? And that's what a birth chart reading can do for you. And, you know, same thing with
metaphysics, you guys. I believe in all of it, but astrology has taught me a lot. Eric went over my chart with me, a lot of things I did not know. But I believe the life lessons of learning metaphysics, which is the New Age philosophy, and it's about the betterment for ourselves and for mankind.
Wait, but you know what's so funny when you say that? I saw this video the other day, and it's so true. This is more ancient than all the religions, so this is actually not New Age. The religions are more New Age. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny when you think about it, but you know, astrology's been around forever. In ancient times, in order to be a priest or a doctor or an astronomer, you had to be an astrologer first.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, Nostradamus, right? Or wasn't he an astrologer or something of that nature?
All these great people and back in the days, back in ancient Kemet and Babylon, you know, the three wise men that found Jesus, the Magi, they were astrologers. You know, it's important for people to know, you know, it's beautiful. So let's finish. We did the earth. So now we have the air. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So
Gemini season.
Gemini season. The moon's in Gemini. This is your time. So let me ask you a question. I get caught up sometimes, you know, even as a professional astrologer, I can admit that sometimes I can generalize with the Gemini energy, but you guys got to understand, I have a Gemini sun. I have another sun with a Gemini rising. And so I have a front row view and seat, and I dated a ton of Gemini girlfriends. I know the Gemini energy like the back of my hand.
So are you going to tell me that it's one day yes, one day no?
Definitely.
The second they switch.
And
they're funny as hell, I'll tell you that much.
The twins is yin yang, but it's male female. But Geminis, okay, this is
there you go, right there. The lovers.
That's the key. The women, and it can take up to about 40 years old sometimes. The women have 4 different personalities. The men have 2 or 3.
Wow.
And they have got to kind of understand and master. But remember, I said it's a masculine, beautiful air sign. So they are not traditionally introspective. So they don't
all about good people
and correct and fix. They're just like outwardly learning and change, you know, and they can do 50 things at once. They're brilliant. Gemini, I love you. You're brilliant.
Right.
But
so this is it. This is what I feel. Geminis are the lovers. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But when I look at see, to me, I have so many different beliefs on the major arcanas for the signs. Okay. So the lovers is destiny. It's something that is definitely connected, but it's also where the positive and the negative have to work and meet, meaning the yin and the yang to me, where it has to fit. Is there something here that's destined to make something work? Because Geminis are the twins, and you know their whole life battle is about the good Gemini and the bad Gemini. Finding balance. It's like, oh, okay, this one says yes, Gemini, you're good, everything's great, we're happy. This Gemini's like, oh, wait a minute, Gemini. You know,
self-sabotage, yes. And so that's what I'm saying. They are not naturally introspective, but that's their kind of their cross.
Good question. Why 4 different personalities for Gemini women and 2 to 3 for Gemini men?
Well, it's just my personal research, but I think because women, you guys are, I hate to say it, more intelligent than men. Women mature faster. So, okay, so this is a really dope thing, and it connects to astrology, right? Your Saturn returns around 28 and a half, 29 years old. In the medulla oblongata, the cerebral cortex is still forming, and you're not an adult until, for women, 25 to 28. Men, it's more like 27 to 30, 31. So women are 2 to 3 years ahead of men. But women have all these different like attributes that play out. It's like the single woman, the mother woman, the
You guys are
entrepreneur woman.
horrible. I am sorry, Eric. Sybil was a Gemini.
Yeah. No, and I love Geminis, but I dated one Gemini once. I used to literally watch her eyes. I would watch her eyes turn colors as her mood swings would shift.
Listen, we all have a Sybil inside of every sign. I'm sure I've been whatever. My head spun around a few times. So
Let me tell you, Virgos have multiple personalities too. It's not just
that was funny. I'm sorry. I like a good laugh.
But Geminis, it is strong. And I would, ask if there's any Gemini women on here. I would want them to answer this question honestly. Gemini women tend to like the bad boy, and they like men that are not really available. And I still know a lot of Gemini women who are single and have never been married. And it's really fascinating because they're the Jane of all trades. The Gemini women, they can.
Well, look at Marilyn Monroe, and we can go down the line. Just an energy of just attracting all the right people when they want it. Just that charm. I've seen Gemini.
I got to tell you. Looking at her birth chart, I think she really, really loved RFK.
Who?
Connection with JFK.
Oh, I believe she did too.
Yeah, she was really. Her and RFK had something, way deeper than. And the last husband was Arthur Miller, but I don't know. I think he could have been more like a handler or whatever.
I think he was more like a daddy to her.
Yeah.
Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, the Traveling Blossom. What a pretty name.
I like that name. Hey, you guys, listen. Make sure you like this video and make sure, whether you're watching on Searchlight Tarot or bigeastrology, that you like and subscribe to both of our pages. We appreciate the support and the love, and thank you for coming on. This is great. So let's go to Libra.
I love Libras.
Cardinal
Scales of justice. The scales of justice.
Libras are so sweet.
I haven't known one mean one. Now I know there's some out there. I know you guys are gonna come back.
No, there are.
But the majority,
But
they're supposed to be my best match. And I'll be honest with you, I've never even dated a Libra.
I don't like, for Aquarius women, I don't like Libra.
I don't see how that would even work. No. I mean, it can't work, you guys. Everything can work. I'm just saying, it just seems like.
Of course it can, because it's a trine. It's an easy flow of energy, 2 air signs. But honestly, I've seen that not to be. So, okay, so this is the thing with Libra. This is their one issue. They like to play the devil's advocate, and they can be sometimes too passive aggressive.
Yes, and their scales can tilt one way too much.
And remember, they're not balanced. They're seeking balance. Okay?
And the truth.
But they go through the lens of peace, harmony. And let me tell you, Libras can charm the pants off of anybody, and they know how to make things aesthetically beautiful. They're the best event planners, amazing social workers, wedding planners, therapists.
Do I know any Libras when I get married? I want a Libra and a Virgo.
Well, yes. And let me tell you, Libras,
that's the team I want.
They're great interior designers and
decorators. An Aries. Aries will take charge of the whole. Yeah, I already got it all mapped out now. When I get married again one day.
Are you going for a third marriage?
Hell no. I'm just joking. Hey, listen, you never know. Love can come in from any angle. We never know what the future holds.
Well, I think Gemini could actually be good for you. That's your 7th house of marriage.
You never know what's going to come around the corner. I just take one day at a time.
So let me tell you this, though. I think, surprisingly, Libras can be good with all the fire signs, even Aries, right? With the Aquarius and Gemini. But Libras, sometimes they can work really well with a Taurus or a Pisces. People would say, really? I'm surprised. But remember, Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is exalted in Pisces.
Then the Empress, too, is a very patient.
Yeah, so show me. Okay, we did the Gemini card. What's the Libra card? I don't know.
Right here, Scales of Justice.
Okay.
Okay, but they have another minor arcana that I absolutely love. Actually, it's one of my favorite cards, and I know Libras know what I'm talking about. It's the Queen of Swords.
Oh, is that
that Queen has her sword up, meaning that Libra.
I've heard a lot about that card. That's a Libra card. I didn't know that.
That's air energy. That's Libra energy. But that Queen is, I've seen a Libra in that energy of, did you lie to me? And they will evaluate, they will trust their intuition. And if they feel somebody's being
Libras don't
dishonest,
like
Libra
if
will
you
use
lie
their
to them.
sword. What? Here she is right here. Here's
Yeah.
that big energy. All Libras carry the beautiful
Okay.
queen of air.
Yeah, no, they don't
The
like it.
handout. Okay, let me hear what you have to say. And then if the queen feels like someone hasn't been trustworthy, out of their life. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Libras will always accept an apology, but they will never trust the same again.
So Libras do like a lower back massage. I'm just saying.
You guys hear that? Who are dealing with Libra? They're like a lower back massage.
Low.
All right, any questions, Libra and Capricorn?
Oh, and they secretly like dirty talk, Elena.
Huh?
Libras, they seem like so prim and proper. They like dirty talk.
Flirtation talk, yeah, I think so too.
And now let's get to you, Aquarius. Show me the card. What's the deal? You guys, why are you guys so brilliant and weird?
You know, Aquarians are the star. The star card is actually the card after the Tower Major Arcana.
Okay.
And that is a card of healing. You know, finding balance again with hope and faith, pouring emotion back into the water. You know, and I just feel that, you know, Aquarians are always about spreading hope. I can't tell you how many people come to me out of the blue, and I don't know why, but I seem to attract everybody with problems. Now, I don't care. I will always spread love and hope. And I always say, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to, you know, you're going to be all right. This is what Aquarians do. You know, they're always, they're the ear, they're the shoulder you can cry on because they're strong, fixed air signs.
I've gotten so much great advice from Aquariuses in my life. And I've always felt that they kind of saw me or got me. You know what I mean?
I think Aquarians, if they have a good communication with somebody, they try to understand. You know, they always try to understand, like, I understand. Sometimes a little bit too much, because then Aquarians get walked on. And then Aquarians come back into an energy of no, with their, you know, just king, like an air energy.
You know what I like? You guys can really handle the simple life. I remember one summer in college, one of my good friends is an Aquarius, and he and I, it was one of those summers in college with, like, you know, ramen noodles, no money, you know, we're just paying rent. And, but like, we just got along so, it was like frickin' frack. We got along so well. And he's, you know, we're still friends to this day, great guy. But there was this a simplicity in, like, if we had $5 or whatever, that means we both had a slice of pizza and a Snapple and we were good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we were both very kind of pragmatic and practical and just survive, but always had fun. You know, we made fun out of nothing. Does that make sense?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Here's a good question I want to take it.
Okay.
I dated an Aquarius man. He was much more emotional than me, and I'm a Cancer. No, he was much more needy. Aquarian men sometimes, and I'm not calling everybody out on it, because Aquarian women can do it too, but they just become really needy. Like, once you start to do a little bit for an Aquarius man, they want it all the time. They expect you to be there,
you know what's
every
funny?
moment.
I'm going to tell you guys this little secret. It depends on the house, but the Aquarius moon, sometimes that energy can play out and behave like the Cancer moon. And so, yeah, I've seen where, and I'm not talking about the sun sign, I'm talking about the moon, but I've seen where Aquarius moons, they actually behave more emotional and sensitive as if it's a Cancer moon. So it's kind of fascinating.
And I think Aquarian men are brilliant.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, and they're absolutely, they attract women left and right just from their sense of humor and just this energy they carry with themselves.
Yeah.
You know, but as with every relationship.
Well, they have a lot of confidence.
Yes.
Aquarius guys are very confident.
I just want to express to everybody, a relationship is always about balance. Two people doing for each other.
Yes.
You know, if somebody doesn't have the money to buy you everything, and one person has the money to buy you everything, we'll give them something back in return with emotion, with love, with caring, with an open ear, you know?
Well, definitely. And I think that people need to understand is that for all of us, we really have to do the inner work in terms of healing the subconscious mind and the inner child, so that you have true self-love. Because once you have self-love, then you can love others. You've got to fill up your cup. You know?
And that's when I feel that a lot of people need to go into the hermit mode after matter of fact, I was talking about this the other day to somebody. I said, too many people are going from one relationship to another relationship,
Exactly.
jumping right on the bus. Oh, what's that saying? It's when the best way to get over someone is get underneath another one. That's the
Nope.
worst saying ever. That's worth a penny.
It's worse.
That is,
Yeah.
you need to do your own soul searching and come back into your own skin of confidence, because then you
Yes.
step up a grade and then you start attracting a different vibration.
Yes.
All these people come to me saying, why do I keep attracting the same vibration?
Because you got to do the work and change yourself.
Have you taken a time out from love and done some inner work of spending time alone with yourself?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm preaching today.
No, it's true. Listen, why do you think divorces increased so much during the pandemic? Because a lot of people were avoiding each other in their relationships. And then when they had to sit still and actually be together because they were forced to and not filling up their lives with these social events and experiences, they realized one-on-one,
They didn't have anything in common.
they didn't know each other. They couldn't communicate. They didn't like each other.
They grew apart.
Yeah. And so it is important. You have got to have that self-love, knowledge of self, and then you can really be healed and then love another. It's important, you guys. All right. Mira, escuchan. Okay, so we're done with the air. Now let's go to the agua. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces.
My beautiful Cancerians.
Well, yes, you love
That's
Cancer.
Chariot.
Actually, I'm going to get you a T-shirt that says, I love Cancers.
I do love Cancers. Do you know who, what's his name? My favorite comedian is a Cancer. He's the Italian comedian, whatever his name is.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh my God, that man! I've known a few Cancers, and boy, can they! I just love their.
No, they're very funny.
I love their charm. They are the most
Capricorns are funny.
energies.
Capricorns are funny. Aries are funny. Virgo's actually really funny.
I think all signs have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
It just depends, you know. I mean, everybody's different, but
let me tell you,
Cancers have a beautiful charm about them.
Nobody tells a story like a Sag. They can weave. Oh my God.
I just know how Cancers are because I fell for one once.
Oh. Do tell. Inquiring minds want to know, Elena.
The saga that led on for years after that was a constant. This is it right here. What the hell's going on, Cancers?
So what's their card? What is their card?
This is their major arcana. It's the Chariot.
Oh.
This is a card about them being in their cart, ruled by intuition towards something they want with a lot of will and determination. But these two, there are other horses, there are sphinxes in this card. But those two sphinxes are laying down, meaning that Chariot won't come until the Cancer feels it's time. You know, and so you're dealing with an air or fire sign who one thing is waiting and waiting. That's why I think Taurus is a good match for Cancers, because Tauruses are very rooted into the earth and they'll be patient. You know, there's
No, you're right. Cancer, they do really well with Taurus, Virgo, Cap.
Yep, earth signs.
Scorpio, Pisces. But I'll say this, Cancers can actually, I've seen it where they can work well with Libras too.
Janet, oh my God, I was just going to ask you, and Janet just asked Cancer Libra compatibility. And
there you go. See?
I was going to ask him that. Awesome. I'm feeling it here with you.
Yeah, and you know, there's this relationship and home building, family building vibe that they share with one another. And I think that people don't realize the way Cancers have this deep sage inner knowing, right? The Pisces is more intuitive and psychic. The Scorpio is more empathic and they feel the energy. And Cancer is just like, I know that. I knew that. It's that sage wisdom, like you said.
And somebody just brought something up too, that Cancers have a lot of energy. They're always on the go. They do, but we're talking love. And I think that it's very hard for Cancers to love hard. Only because they have to really know that the person that they're loving that hard, they can trust with their life.
Yes.
You know, I don't feel that it's not like a Leo. Leo can fall.
They don't have the safety and security. That crab, it's not gonna open up its belly like the dog shows you its belly. It's not gonna do that. The Cancer.
Yeah,
they've got to feel safe with you.
I get them all. Yeah. You haven't we talked about?
No, we got to go to Scorpio.
Oh shit, my beautiful Scorpios. God, I know.
Oh, listen, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I salute you. I love you. I got Scorpio, Venus, Jupiter, Neptune, and Scorpio Ascendant. So
I got a double Scorpio sister, Sun, and Moon. I've been married to 2 Scorpios. I know Scorpios.
I haven't met your sister yet. I gotta meet her. Yeah.
She's a lovely person, but she's done a lot of inner work. She's, evolved into a beautiful soul. Scorpios are magnetic.
Oh,
I tell you, they pull
trust
you
me.
in with they're kind of like they just have this pull. It's just like you could feel it. And then all of a sudden you fall in love with the Scorpio and you don't know what's going to happen next. Am I right, Scorpios? Or am I wrong?
Oh, yeah. But you know what? Scorpios, they can be very private and vague with sharing their story, their information, but they will investigate and probe and ask you a gazillion questions.
Okay. I want to say one thing to someone. Bonnie, you have a Scorpio rising, yet I don't resonate with the readings that much because your rising sign is what basically it makes an emblem of your sun sign. So you should listen to your sun and your moon. Your moon is your emotional being. Your Venus is love. Like if you're dealing with somebody, you can listen to your Venus sign. Because rising sign, I don't even listen. I don't rising signs. Some people like to watch all three.
Well, for tarot, that could be the case, right? When you're looking at, let's say, if I'm explaining an energy, Scorpio risings, it's going to play out based on your Scorpio rising, right? So, for example, tonight, Scorpio rising chart, the moon is in the 8th house in Gemini, right? So that's how you would, look at that for your Scorpio rising. And, Scorpio risings, you guys are really deep. I'm a Scorpio rising, so I'm speaking from life experience. You can literally see through people. So
and
you
pull a rabbit out of a hat.
You can see if people are good, bad, indifferent, BS. You know what I mean? But Scorpio risings is a tough life. It's a gift and a curse from the ancestors. You got guardian angels with you. Even though you've been to hell and back a couple times, I already know.
Oh, he's praising Scorpio rising. So, I guess it's a special gift.
They're amazing.
All right.
But it's not an easy walk, my friend.
But you know what? You guys are the fixed water sign.
Yes.
You are the fixed water sign.
I'm as cold as ice.
No, fixed meaning that you're so set in your ways and nobody could. I started hearing that song. Nobody does it better. Transformation. Yeah. Nobody does it better than a Scorpio. That's you guys have it down. Nobody does it better. You guys are so fixed. You know how to get that cloak off of you. I mean, all the rest of us just suffer through a dark night of the soul. We're like, oh my God, what's going on? Is it going to? Scorpios know that they're going to get over it.
Hey, I went through my dark night of the soul, and it's a miracle. I'm still here standing.
That's it. Yep. So, all right.
So what's their card again?
Death. Transformation.
Okay.
Listen, no, that's
there's nothing light and fluffy with Scorpios.
I told you, Scorpio and Cancers have hard crosses the bear, and Virgo is 3rd. But in all honesty, it's a beautiful card because death is a card of transformation.
Yes.
It's the dark night of the soul to become a new Scorpio.
And you know what the Scorpion does? It goes from the Scorpion to the Phoenix rising, and then the final trilogy is soaring like the eagle. And
isn't that magnificent?
What's the constellation? Anguilla, the eagle. Yeah. The bird soaring. So that's beautiful. Yeah, Scorpios go through that.
I feel that all the fixed signs have something of a strong emblem they have to carry. But you know what? It's what you do best. Nobody does it better than transformation. And you help other people transform too. You teach them that everything's going to be okay and that this is going to pass and this is going to shed. It's going to be a new you. All right. I'm sorry. I'm done preaching right now.
No. That's beautiful. And it's so true. Let's go to the magical.
I'm sorry. I do have to show the Scorpio major arcana death.
Horse, yeah.
The beautiful horse. Okay. The dark knight on the white horse.
Wow. I love horses.
Flag, Scorpio. Waving your flag.
I grew up riding horses. I love horses.
Stomping over all the things that are they're no longer to shed a new you. Beautiful.
So let's get to Pisces.
Pisces,
the mutable water sign, the two fish going 2 different directions, ruled by Jupiter and Neptune.
Right? But you know what I feel about Pisces? I know that Aquarians are the star, the hope, faith, the healers, and I get all that, the humanitarians. But Pisces to me are a healer. And I have known a lot of Pisces, and they have that loving, healing energy around them.
Well, that's Agape Christ-like love. Pisces love is the deep waters, yeah.
Right, but their only problem is they have a few major arcanas. They actually have 3.
Really?
They have the moon.
Okay.
Is one of their major arcanas, the beautiful moon,
Mm.
meaning that intuition runs high with Pisces.
Yes.
But
Super.
sometimes objects appear bigger than they are, and I feel sometimes Pisces doesn't trust their intuition, even though they should.
Okay, so what you're saying right there is because what? Pisces also
I'm going to
creates.
show you their other major arcanas, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But
it's
there's
idealistic.
one of their other major arcanas is the High Priestess. I mean, that is an all-knowing inner. I mean, whoa.
Yeah.
With the moon and the High Priestess, it's like they're combating each other. You have your knowing, but you allow things to. Is it bigger than what I think? No, trust your intuition. That's why you're the High Priestess. Here she is, right here.
Exactly.
Beautiful, big
have
energy.
To learn to trust their psychic gifts and their intuition. But what happens is they wear rose-colored glasses.
They get in the hanging man position. That's their third major arcana.
Okay, yeah, confusion. And they can be very unrealistic and idealistic. That's what happens. Self-sacrificing.
Poor Pisces.
Escapism.
Poor Pisces.
No, Pisces, let me tell you, and the men and women are very different too. Very different energy.
Every Pisces I have ever known has a tender heart. And I feel that here's their third major arcana. So you look at this.
Oh, wow.
You got the moon, and then you have the hanging man. And this is what leaves them stuck because they are the High Priestess, the card of great intuition, the most strongest intuition. But they allow the fog, something that they feel they can't get in tune with, to leave them in a place of feeling like nothing can move. I'm stuck. Or the way they're looking or playing a martyr. You guys need to trust your intuition. It's huge.
It's bigly.
It's ginormous.
So Pisces, you're really good with Virgos. You can definitely do well with Capricorn and Taurus.
Virgos and Pisces are a beautiful match, but I will tell you that there's always seems to be some type of problems there. Like the Virgo seems to be so on. I've done a lot of readings in my day. Virgo's always so invested, so trying to make something work here, very inquisitive, asking questions. And I feel that sometimes Pisces tries to avoid it. We'll patch it over with a little bit of, like, they don't want to, I feel like they don't want any conflict. And sometimes nothing can be healed unless everything gets thrown on the table. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, and I think you got to definitely see what their moon and other placements are, but just in a general sun sign looking at, I could see that.
Yeah.
I have I'm married to a Pisces, but I've dated Pisces before, and I also have a great cousin, and she's like a sister Pisces. So I know the Pisces energy well. And
they're lovers. They're beautiful people.
I've always connected well with them because you know what? They show what I was saying, like the book of Ephesians in the Bible, Christ-like, agape-like love. They're very, that's why Venus is exalted in Pisces, you guys. It's the highest like vibration of love. Remember, Pisces absorbs all 12 signs.
Yeah.
So it's really that like the end of the road.
Okay. So Pisces, you guys are beautiful. We love you. Just trust your intuition more. Yeah. You guys are never wrong. Okay. Somebody wants to know, what did I miss for Aries? Oh, nothing, Aries. You didn't miss
nothing. No. Aries, listen, you're brave and courageous. You're accident prone. You're impulsive, assertive, and aggressive. And you're a pioneering maverick, and you're amazing.
You're the emperor. You're the emperor.
Yes. And, for love, Aries, you got to be willing to be a little bit more flexible. But you guys are great. We both love. Honestly,
we're talking about love, and all I'm going to say, because I don't know how long we've been on, but all I want to say about love, you guys, is treat it like a seed. Treat it like, a little flower that you just planted when you meet somebody. Bloop. Yeah, give it a little bit of water, a little bit of love. Give it a little bit of sun, some fire. Give it the air to breathe, and let it get its roots into the earth, and it will flourish. And that's what's unfortunate about love today is people aren't waiting for something.
Well, people aren't patient
on the
anymore.
bus.
And you know what happens, Elena, too? So many people are looking at their friends, their sister, their brother, their cousins, keeping up with the Joneses. You can't be in a relationship with a woman or man based on what other people think. It's got to be the two people. and tell everybody else to mind their business.
That's right. Mind their own damn business.
Yeah.
Get cousin Lou out of there and your
Yeah,
sister
no,
and
for
brother
real.
and your friends.
That's what destroys so many relationships.
And this is what I tell somebody who I just got involved with. I said, listen, if you got an issue with me, talk to me.
Yes.
Don't talk to other people. Talk to me.
Yes.
You know, that, and everybody has their 2 cents to throw into a situation.
Yeah. No, if you're serious about love and relationships and you know, leading to getting to marriage, you have got to keep all the other people.
Happy anniversary, Lisa.
Oh,
sorry. I got happy anniversary. 12 years with my Cancer man, and today is our 1-year wedding
congrats,
anniversary.
I love it. Happy anniversary.
Okay, let's explain Moon and Aries, please.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No. Passionate, assertive. What's cool, right, is that you can emotionally be, let's say, irritated, but you get over it quick. They don't hold grudges. They don't have that memory of like, oh, I'm going to, you know, like a Cancer or Scorpio, I'm going to get you back later. Nah, Aries, like they'll say what they need to say and then they're done with it. But they can definitely blow some stuff up, right? It depends on what lunar mansion you're in. Like that Aries first couple of degrees, it is like a stealth bomber, a suicide bomber. And so they can like start something and then they want to bounce and like the whole room explodes. So, you know, it just depends. This is where you have to get deeper into learning the degrees and what decan it's in, the first 10 degrees of the
guys, it can get really deep. And this is, you know, if you guys, he does charts. He's not that expensive. And listen, he did mine for me.
Yeah.
And
read the description down below, tailored to you coaching at gmail.com.
I'm not here to promo. I'm not here to push, but it really, if you guys want to know a lot about you, it's amazing. Hi, Virgo moon, Aquarius sun.
Oh,
Virgo's like your emotional being. And
Virgo, listen, Virgo moon, Aquarius sun, you're freaking brilliant.
Oh, hell yeah.
And not brilliant, but you are here
to be
of service to the collective. You really are. Okay? You're special, darling. You're special.
Thank you, May. You guys, okay, I just want to say something to all of you. I don't know how long we've been on.
It's been a minute, but you know what? I'm so appreciative and thank you guys for sharing this time with us. And you know, we can still go for a couple more minutes. Let's have you know.
Okay, who wants to ask a question? Who wants to
ask some good questions?
Do you do Sagittarius yet? Yeah, we did Sagittarius. It's okay. It's going to rerun. You can watch it.
No, and you can watch it back. But I'll say real quick, Sag, you are the bachelor and bachelorette sign. You need your freedom, and you need someone that you can grow with mentally.
Okay, questions.
You can work with Libras and Aquarius and Gemini, right? Okay. Obviously, the other fire signs. Okay. But Sag, secretly, they can. I've seen it work with Taurus. And I've seen Sag do pretty darn good with the Cancer. We said that earlier, but it's got to be the humor and there's got to be trust. You know, there's got to be that. So, yeah. But this is why you need a synastry compatibility chart reading so you really understand. You know,
we already talked about Cancers. You want my thoughts on Cancers? I think they're wonderful, beautiful people. They need to let people in a little bit at a time and not, you know, I understand. Hey, listen, I'm not here to, I don't know. I have no opinion of signs. All I have to say is when two people love each other, it's through communication, honesty, and talking everything out and not talking to other people.
That's right.
People always give bad advice. If two
you got to keep your friends.
Two genuine people find each other and it's new. Make a promise to each other and it's growing and it's going and it's doing good, that the only two people that will talk about this relationship is you two.
Yeah. No, and let me tell you, Elana, I help people with, you know, I'm also a relationship coach and I have a relationship coaching program where I help people with that. And it's really important. You have got to also, sometimes you guys seek advice from your elders, right? Whether even it's Elana and I or other successful married couples in your family. You have to be willing, right? We can get advice from so many different things. And, oh, how do I do this? And how do I change the tire? And how do I do that? But people do not seek the wisdom and advice for love and relationships. And you need it.
First of all, never talk to an opinionated person. somebody who's extremely set in their ways. You need to go to someone who's biased, who's out of the situation,
Yeah.
and somebody who's lived a full life with love. Not somebody who is disgruntled with love, and not somebody who is all about jumping on every bus that comes their way, but somebody who's well-grounded.
And you need an open mind and an open heart.
Right. And when you find that person, that is your confidant when it comes to somebody you need to talk to about love.
That was so
I need one of those court things here. What is it called? You know what I'm talking about?
The gavel.
I need the gavel in here.
I have spoken. But also you need some Kleenex. Oh, that's beautiful. No, but you know what?
Okay, this person asked twice and I got to do it.
Okay, let's get their question.
Aquarius sun, Virgo moon.
Wow, this thing's moving fast. Aquarius sun, Virgo moon. We already spoke about that.
Oh, well, you got your answer. You guys were repeating this.
Yeah, well, in terms of
Sagittarius and Aquarius. Oh, that is a dynamic combo, but
it's a great one.
But
who's
the male, who's the female? Because there's issues there.
Oh, right? Yeah, there's a big difference.
Because Aquarius, I mean, listen, Sagittarian women, I'm convinced, even though they're most charming, beautiful, lovely people, they have a very masculine side to them. Meaning not masculine in a bad way, meaning that you guys are the wild pony. So when you're dealing with an Aquarian man, there might be a little bit of a rift when it comes to locking horns.
I can tell you, a Sag female, she's not going to put up too much with it.
No, that's what I mean. They're going to lock horns.
Yeah.
And Aquarius is a fixed air sign, so it's like, but it's going to be beautiful in the beginning. It's going to be lively and fun and full of adventure.
Especially if they're going on adventures and they're traveling and hiking, it's fun. But what happens when the two of you are sitting still and you're at home?
Or what happens when the great sex goes away? Because that's a very fiery, passionate connection.
Yeah.
And
listen, this is why in any committed relationship, you also have to build up the friendship. You don't have to do everything together, right? My wife doesn't like sports. I'm a sports nut. But we connect on so many other levels, and the communication is honest and pure. And that's what it's all about, you guys. All right.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I always say this, and I will say this, I preach it in almost all my readings. When two people love each other, no matter what problems arise in the relationship, if they truly want something to work here, they will work it out.
That's right.
And I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to finish this podcast right here because I think love is beautiful. Love is grand. And I feel that if somebody's not treating you right, then you need to work on what you deserve. You need to be alone for a little bit and do some soul searching so you can attract a higher vibration. I cannot preach this enough. I've done it.
You guys, self-love is the key.
That's it.
Okay. And one thing that's really important, remember, I hate that, I'm not trying to preach, but love is, go look at the book of Ephesians. Love is patient. Love is kind. It doesn't keep records of wrongs, right? You can't sit there talking about, oh, well, you didn't take out the garbage last night. Like, stop doing that. Like, yeah, that's not helpful, right? Just because we can nitpick one another, is that necessary for the relationship? Is it positive? Yeah. You have to be your partner's support system and cheerleader. Right? I'm constantly boosting up my wife. Oh, and by the way, speaking of that, you guys, you're health conscious. You want some organic and vegan body and skincare? Go check out some.
Ooh, wait, I got to take this question though.
Yeah.
It's from Stephanie. Sun Leo, Moon Leo. What when you have both of the same? Sun and Moon in Leo. Wow, that's what my mom was, I believe. She was a double Leo.
Double Leos, listen.
She attracted all the right people.
Well, listen, you know that you need attention emotionally and you need to express yourself outwardly.
I would date an Aries.
So, yeah, an Aries would be really good for you. But I think with all that fire, you could really do well. I could see you with the Gemini too, And depending on the other person's chart, you may like somebody grounded like a Taurus or Capricorn. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have to look at the rising sign, your Venus and Jupiter.
And if you are supposed to be with this person, it is something that's going to join to test both of you to make sure something here can be worked out in this incarnation. I highly recommend that you do work it out, even if you don't want to be with that person, mend the fence so you don't got to go through another incarnation with them.
I'll tell you,
but I won't.
I've seen every permutation in terms of relationships. Like where you'd be like, oh wow, a Capricorn and a Sag, they shouldn't work together. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, I don't think
Because
signs really
what
have a
Elena
lot
was
to do.
saying, exactly. It doesn't matter, you guys, just about the sun sign. You have to look at the whole chart, but it's the upbringing, it's the heart of the person and your desire.
And most importantly, it's about commitment, the Hierophant, the tradition. This is an energy of getting to the top slowly. The keys of commitment. It's a marriage card, starting from the bottom, working your way up to the Hierophant.
I like that.
All right, we're going to leave it at that beautiful note because Lynn's tired.
Well, this has been beautiful again, my friend. We'll have to connect back in the fall or something.
Yeah,
Elena,
I want to do one on world events.
Yeah, Elena and I were talking. We're giving you that
He
little
saw how
sneak
fired up
preview.
I got. And I was throwing my cards around, and I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the world
So-
events. So
For part 3 of Eric and Elena, we're both the 5th letter, creativity. We're both creative souls, healers, right? Metaphysical healers. You guys, part 3, we're going to get a little deep. We're going to start talking about a little bit of what's kind of going on in the collective, in the world. Pluto Capricorn retrograde to January 20th, 2024. So we're going to get into some world events, maybe a little politics. It's going to be a little rough. So
it is, but we'll make it.
We'll make it fun, but bring your chin. Bring your chin. But,
Buddy was in here. I wanted to show everybody Buddy. Buddy's a bull terrier because you guys always hear him say it. So he came in. I've tried to get him up here, but he heard a noise and he's gone. So he's like, the target dog, but he's a character.
Oh, wait. You know what? Hey, William, I'm going to tell you this. Come here. I want one of my kids to see your dog. That's like.
Oh, I know, but he just took off. He's like a lightning bolt.
Already?
He's like, he comes in to say hi and then he's gone. Buddy. I don't know. Anyway, all right, you guys, next time.
Well, we're getting ready to wrap
I'll
up.
have Buddy in the room and everybody can say hi to Buddy because you guys always hear him barking through my video at the appropriate time.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I'll say this. This has been great, my friend.
All
You
right,
guys go back if you came late. Go watch the beginning. We
talked about all the signs.
We talked about all the elements and signs, but we also talked about Venus is in Leo to October 5th. The retrograde is July 22nd to September 3rd. Yes, it is a hot girl summer, but be introspective and really focus from July 22nd to September 3rd. Focus on self-love. How are you nurturing your heart, your soul, and caring for yourself? And if you're in a relationship, you will be kind of reviewing it, more introspective. This summer, you could have an old flame try to come back and knock on your door to hit your text up, and be like hitting you on the cell phone. So just be mindful, but vibrate from true love from your heart chakra. That's going to guide you through this energy. Okay. And don't be afraid to be introspective. It's not going to kill you. It's a good thing. I promise you. All right.
Thank you.
So this was episode 141. Knowledge is love. Bigeastrology with Searchlight Tarot.
Yeah.
And see you again soon, my friend.
You will. And thank you everyone for coming in tonight and joining the podcast. Thank you for all your love.
Oh, make sure you hit the like button and
We are
subscribe
truly
to Searchlight Tarot and subscribe to Bigeastrology. All right.
All right, you guys. I'll see you
Show
soon.
some love. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.